Hey artists, today off the supply table you're going to get one white strip of paper, you are going to get one messy paper, you're going to get a paintbrush, and you're going to get an oil pastel, okay, black oil pastel. And just like we always do, we need to flip over our paper, put our name on the back, Mr. Calvert, and put your class code, and I can flip this back over. Now you're going to notice that your strip of paper has a fold on the middle of it, okay? Today we're going to be making the background to your building that we're going to be creating next class. So we're going to be drawing some buildings kind of back here. Now when I go to draw my buildings, I don't want to draw one that crosses this fold. Okay, I got a fold right down the middle of my paper. I don't want that to be on top of one of my buildings. So I might want to start kind of next to that fold and then draw out some different buildings. Think about what kind of windows you might want to have. Don't make things too small because when we go to use oil pastel, they're kind of thick and it can be hard to do little itty bitty details. But I would draw out a few buildings. Remember that you can have them overlap if you'd like. Maybe I'm just going to put little lines to make it look like this building's a long ways away. One side of my paper drawn, I can do the other. Okay, make some interesting looking buildings. They don't have to all just be rectangles. Okay, after you have your paper drawn, you're going to take a black oil pastel and we're going to carefully outline everything. Okay, there's no erasing it, so do your best. After you have your strip of paper drawn, the last step you're going to do is we're going to use some pepper cakes to paint your background. Remember, you got to get your brush nice and wet and then give it a gentle little rub on the paint. And then you can begin to paint. Make sure to paint around your windows, unless it's like a glass building or something where it's just going to kind of be all one color. But here you can see my windows. It's okay to use some kind of fun colors. Don't want to just have all black buildings. A little bit more interesting to look at. And because it's oil pastel, we can paint right over it. Just be careful not to scrub your paper. You don't want to go smearing that oil pastel too much. We're going to be extra gentle with the paints. Okay. When you're finished painting the whole thing, this is going to go in the drying rack as low as it'll go. Remember to start off by putting your name on the back. Draw probably 2 or 3 buildings on each side of that fold down the middle. Outline them with black oil pastel. And then last but not least, fill them in using temper cakes. Okay, when you're done, make sure to clean up after yourself.